Hey super awesome stampers, this is super awesome stamper Shirley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I would like to share this sympathy card. So let's get started. The base is Blackberry Bliss. The measurements are 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And you can see I've already put it through the Big Shot with the Elegance Dots embossing folder. The next layer would be, and actually I have two of these, the very vanilla is cut at 4 1/8 by 4 3/4. This one I would put in the inside of the card, although I did not do that on the sample. This will go on the top, and since the Blackberry Bliss has been embossed, I prefer to use glue dots to adhere that layering piece, because once you emboss the cardstock, there's not that flat surface area, so the fast fuse is not the best choice to adhere the next layer. Alright, and since this is a really tight squeeze, we're going to hopefully that I can eyeball this and get it on there right. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. The next layer is this Designer Series paper. Now I forgot to look it up, but I think it's Timeless Elegance. So it measures 4 by 6, and I scored it at 1 1/2. So it will fold down like that. And then I'm using the stamp set Heartfelt Sympathy with the Blackberry Bliss ink. So I'm just pressing down and I'm looking through that clear block to make sure I have it inked. And then I will stamp on my paper piercing mat, because when you use photopolymer stamps, the paper piercing mat allows a little extra give and for that ink to transfer evenly. So there's the With Sympathy right there. Now this flap here, we've got a couple different choices, but I would just grab my glue dots. That's the easiest choice. Flip that down. Alright, next layer would be our 7/8 inch cotton twine, or cotton ribbon I think it's called, and it is on the clearance rack, so nicely priced, I'm sure. And I love the natural looking fibers, so of course I have stocked up on this ribbon. Just going to fast fuse that bottom as long as I'm here. Alright, next layer would be this strip of Blackberry Bliss satin ribbon. And unfortunately, I realized I cut all this up for this card. So the people that make this card, they should feel special, because I'm using up my stash of Blackberry Bliss. I thought it was on the clearance rack when I designed the card, and it very may well have been. What is on the clearance rack now is the Lost Lagoon. So if you want to design in the Lost Lagoon color, you can get this satin ribbon from the clearance rack. Okay, now I am going to probably put that a little bit to the top of that cotton ribbon, just to add some visual interest. Alright, we'll bring this back in. Now I'm going to add a glue dot to the back of that ribbon, just to give it a little better chance to adhere to the very vanilla cardstock. Okay, and then we're going to eyeball it on there. Well, that looks pretty good. Alright, and then our metal rim pearls have an adhesive back. And if you look close at my sample, the shape that is here is this shape. Now that's a retired punch. I like that shape because I thought it was pretty elegant. But this is our current Itty Bitty Accents punch. So let's see what that one looks like. And it just needed a little something up there in that upper left-hand corner. And normally with the sympathy card, well, sometimes you're visiting And you will hand deliver a card, so you don't have to worry about mailing it because you're hand delivering it. The metal rimmed pearl is a little bit thicker. So there we go. We have a Heartfelt Sympathy card in Blackberry Bliss and with the black tones of that Timeless Elegance Designer Series paper. So thanks for watching. This is super awesome. Stamper Shirley. Bye.